hit the go live button. Missed it. There we go. They're wacky in the face with it. Okay, I'm not going to brush your eyeballs. Anyway, it's Monday. And I'm brushing Max because she needed brushing, I guess. Freaking weirdo. Okay, now I'm brushing your throat. Quit. Now we're brushing eyeballs. You are a goofy ass cat. I'm not gonna. She has itchy face issues. Anyway, it is Monday, and we're going to talk about how we did this last week. I did really well. Also did really well today, huh? We did all kinds of good stuff. Okay, Okay, you're in my way. Anywho. So, getting things going. I'm pretty excited. My next couple of months are going to be awesome. Kind of stressful though, but situation normal. I love this time of year. I think I get way more energized during September than anything else. I love everything from September 1st through December 31st, and even after that. I don't take my tree down until Valentine's Day. Well, I do, but if I could leave the tree up all year, I probably would. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about the holidays. But anyway, this time of year usually gets me all jazzed. In fact, this time last year, I was wrapping up 90 blog posts in 30 days. I feel so much more energized. I don't know. Jesus, it's dark. I need like better lighting. I need a better office. Anyway, yeah. So last week was a great week. The client work kind of slowed me down a little bit at the very beginning, but not too bad. I had a few extra projects that popped up, and clients take priority because they pay the bills. So I didn't get a lot of personal stuff done, but I was able to get a lot more done than I thought I was going to. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. Max, for fuck's sakes. 25 pounds of cat. That's the Max ASMR channel. All right. How about you go do something else? Go hang out with somebody. Go love Cloak. No, she's gonna. Jesus. Anyway, Neo says, "Are you thinking about making more changes to the channel?" Not really. Probably more videos. That's a big challenge, a big change. I do like what I did on Friday. It was super easy to do that. And it didn't take me 4 hours to edit. That was one of the biggest things I was having an issue with. I've had some videos that I made, some that I thought were really cool. Like I made a list of keyword tools. It took me 6 hours to make that video. And it got like a handful of views. I was like, wow, that was a complete waste of my time. In that 6 hours, I could have done so much more work. And so I have to, that's the hard part, is balancing between, is this going to be worth my time in the long run? Because if it's not, I would make more money blogging. I would make more money, well, technically, yeah, I'd make more money doing vocal media because I don't get money from YouTube anyway. So, I don't know, I kind of liked it. And it got more views than most of my other videos in the first 24 hours, so I guess that works. Saw your video on Friday. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I saw you. I saw your comment on the channel comment board post, whatever. Community tab. God. I need to start using that more often, I think. Like I follow a few accounts on YouTube, and they use theirs like almost every day. Like, I don't even know if I would have that much of an interaction if I did it every day. People will probably get sick of me. I know I get sick of me sometimes. But, yeah. So, aside from that, I don't know. I do have a video that I have planned out for Wednesday showing you how to use Asana, or how I use Asana to manage the blogs and client work. In fact, I'll be showing you how to set up the projects and everything in it. So that one might take a little bit longer to make, but um, yeah. So hopefully that'll be helpful for somebody. Because my Asana is like loaded with stuff. I've got all of my blogs and different projects, the client work, my Green Geeks work, um, what else? The stuff um, my book writing, I think, is under WriterSanctuary. But I've got all 5 of my blogs in there. That's including michaelbrockbank.com and Practically Living Green. I've got a team of 5 people that say they'll help, but don't. I've got one that my green writer writes on 3 times a week. So, but I pay him, so I think that makes a difference. When you hand money to people, they tend to work. I offered. Anyway, aside from that, just probably more focused towards you guys. I was trying to think of how I could keep momentum going for new videos and trying to reach a bigger audience. And like, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to make it for the people that actually watch me. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And I'm never going to be monetized on YouTube, so we're just going to have fun with it. Fuck it. Hey, Baby Bird is here. Doc Bird. Anyway. I didn't check your website for an answer. Are you planning on making some of your blog posts into books later on in the future to make another post about? Oh, yeah, I did answer it on the blog, but I'll go ahead and answer it here. I was debating on turning some blog posts into a book, but the blog posts are so haphazard and sporadic that I don't know if I can go through and actually pick out enough to make a book. So what I'll be doing is I'm testing out a new theory of a new process for writing blog posts that is centered around writing a book, and so I'm going to give that a shot over the next couple of weeks or months and see what happens, and then turn that into a book and see what happens. If anything, it's going to give me another video or another blog post to write about how to do it. So, but for the moment, I think the only thing I could probably make a book out of is something with Text Broker, and even then, I would have to flesh it out. So, what? I can't hear you. I'm at a restaurant listening to live music. Well, if you're at a restaurant listening to live music, why the hell are you watching? Pay attention to the music. Enjoy your time. How writing books and writing posts are the same? Yeah. Doc, eat and see Michael when you get home. Exactly. Just watch it later. What? It's really loud? You're going to have to speak up. No. If I speak up so that you can hear me, then it's going to be blowing out everybody else's eardrums who might be listening with headsets. Just enjoy your restaurant with live music and then watch the show later. It's all good. I won't be offended. I promise. Now Max is flicking her tail because I'm not paying attention to her. Pain in the ass. Nope. Yeah, talking to you. Anywho, but yeah, as for big changes for the channel, I'm just trying to get back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday publishing schedule. I would like to do WordPress Wednesdays, but I don't know, we'll have to see. That's kind of, I wouldn't say, it's, what's it called? A conflict of interest, because I have a client that has YouTube videos, WordPress YouTube videos. So I've got to be more careful of what I create on YouTube. So, and on the blog. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how all that goes. Hello, Ron. How's it going, buddy? So, aside from your video on Friday, how else are you getting things rolling again? Well, I was getting to that. So, I did manage to get into writing doing a first look on Campfire. And Campfire Writing is a free writing app that you only get like 25,000 words with, but it has all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with it. And it looks more like it was designed for role-playing game people, coming up with modules and whatnots. But from a writing perspective, especially with fantasy writing, it's got a lot of really cool, fun stuff to it. So I'm probably going to keep using Campfire Writing to write Despair. And we did finally get Sam on Campfire, so now she can edit Despair so I can record it, because I was doing great, and then we had to move it over. So you're doing good. That's awesome. I think Chris used HubSpot. Do you use HubSpot? I have in the past. I haven't used HubSpot in a while. I did work with them with one of my clients. Awesome people, by the way. The folks at HubSpot are great. But I haven't really used their CRM. HubSpot's got a lot of cool tools to it. I've never used a writing app though. I didn't know they had one. But right now I've been using Reedsy for Kingmaker, Campfire for Despair, and I gotta find another one for my Inkitt story, Skeletal. So I'll be doing that this week. That's one of the things that things are getting rolling by doing some new stuff. So I'm working on getting the blogs back onto a routine schedule. WriterSanctuary, unfortunately, is going to be twice a week. Mostly because I do have just so much going on. So I can't keep up with a 3 blog posts per each blog, plus the videos, plus writing the books. It's getting to be too much. So I'm going to have to start reeling things back. And right now I am reeling back WriterSanctuary by one post. So I'll have a Monday, Wednesday post, and then the 3 videos on YouTube. And then I would be trying to get Crossing Colorado onto a 3-a-week schedule, because I'm trying to fix that blog, and I have a couple experiments going on with it. And Colorado Plays, I'll be focusing on 1 for now, and I'm trying to get another person to help me write articles for that. So all kinds of blogging stuff. But once I get on a regular routine, maybe I'll be able to afford an office. Better lighting. That'd be a great start, wouldn't it? Better camera. Well, we'll see. Let's see. I don't want to miss the Michael show, even though I can't hear Michael. Thank you. I think Chris used HubSpot. Okay. Judging by his lip movement, I'm guessing he's saying anywho. Still trying to learn Linux. May have to buy a Windows 10 PC. That's what I have, is Windows 10. I built mine though. I build my own computer systems. I don't think I've ever. Let's see. The last time I bought a pre-made computer outside of a laptop was 1990. It was 1996. That's when I started building my own. I was at the IRS at the time. I had a HP, a Hewlett Packard, and then I started building my own after that. So, Linux is your kid's middle name. That's awesome. My linguistic class is going bad. Uh-oh. I checked out of week 3. With everything that happened with me, I'm trying to play catch up. That's a bummer. I've had that happen when I was in college back in 2002. That thing just kept going from bad to worse. So unfortunately, I had to drop out completely, which is a bummer considering how I was like 3 months away from my associates, and I was on the dean's list with 3.8 throughout the entire thing, but I got screwed on financing, so oh well. Just start with Linux. 1 week will take me some time to learn it. Unfortunately, I've never used Linux, so I have no idea how to help you, buddy. Uh, I think I've used Linux a total of 5 minutes throughout my entire life. So, you gonna say anyhow until you mentioned it? Yeah. Started Linux 5. Yeah. Nice. I got the joke. She started Linux 5 years ago. Um, hey, KDC, how's it going, buddy? I'll be fine after Tuesday. I will get caught up with the class. Well, I hope you do. That's pulling for you. I think it's awesome that you're still doing it. So, um, every time I turn around, something breaks down, and I have to fix it. Yeah. Welcome to having kids. Man, it's one of the bad things about having a computer shop back in the day was that everybody and their dog had to call with a question. I'm like, fuck, you guys have Google, look it up. Leave me alone. Oh well. Now I'm a writer, so it doesn't matter. So anywho, let's see, the blogs are on schedule. Oh, hey, guess what? Last week I uploaded 3 videos to the YouTube channel, and I haven't done that since the beginning of January. I even went back and looked. Now, there's times where I've uploaded 1 or 2 videos and then the Monday live stream. But this is the first, last week was the first time that I did 3 separate videos and the live stream since the very first week of January. And then my life kind of took a turn for the worst. But still, I thought that was kind of an accomplishment. Don't know if it matters much, but hey. Like right now, YouTube says I have 1 concurrent viewer. And 1 like. I don't know. I think YouTube's having a YouTube problem. Again, like it normally does. Or it could be my internet. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell anymore. I think everybody is just screwed up. So, next term I'm taking 2 classes. I had to fix the car. Did I need the money for something else? Yeah, but we needed a working car for my household, so I don't feel bad about it. I can't Uber anywhere, everywhere. Exactly. You gotta set your priorities. Sometimes you need the car. Like now, I've my daughter finally passed her driver's test, so I have to give back the Fiat. That kind of hurts my feelings. I really like driving the Fiat, but hey, whatever. It's her car. I want to be stressed out every time because she has to drive the county roads all the way to school every day. And so I want to be stressed about that. Plus, winter's coming up, and she's never really handled snow. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Just give me an ulcer. I love seeing the frequent videos, so I would say it's a win. Yeah, I enjoy making them. As long as they don't take me 4 hours to make. Like today's video. Today's video took me... Wow, like less than an hour. I just whipped it out real fast. It's just an update on how I'm going to be finishing Kingmaker, which I'm pretty jazzed about, by the way. Pretty excited. I don't know if it'll be published and ready for purchase by Thanksgiving, but it will be by Christmas, I bet. Because it's much bigger than A Freelancer's Tale. Like my first book was only 35,000 words. This one is almost 3 times that length, and so it's going to take us a little bit longer to spruce it up and find some good artwork for it. I would still love to have my dad design the cover, but he wants to read it first. So I want to finish it up and then send him a copy of it and see what he thinks and see if he can make me a cover. But I would love to have the first draft of it done before October 31st. That way I can start NaNoWriMo in November working on 7. And 7's been one of my back burner passion projects since 2016. And I've come a long way since then, so I'm pretty excited to rewrite it. So that one will be free on Wattpad. I'm going to keep that there. And then I'll start playing around with some fan fiction on Wattpad maybe. I do want to finish the story on Inkitt and play around with that. So I've got a lot of writing plans coming up here. So, and the cool thing is that they're not just plans. I'm actually doing shit. So that's a bonus. It's 5 miles to Dollar General from my house. Okay, riding into town with the south wind behind me, but coming back home against the wind can be rough. Yeah. Do you plan on promoting a Nightmare Before Christmas theme for Kingmaker for December? I could. That's a kind of a good idea. I would love to have it out before then, but you know, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. A Nightmare Before Christmas would be kind of cool. Because it is kind of, yeah. I wrote a mushy scene today. This is the only mushy scene in the entire book. It's not like too graphic or anything, because I am a horror writer, so it's going to go south. But I really liked what I wrote today. So, hey, the entire chat disappeared. I can't see any previous messages. I'm sorry, that might be a YouTube issue. Like I said, it's really loud, so you're gonna have to speak up. Just wait until you go home to watch it. I don't want to speak up because it's gonna like blare everybody else's ears. So, if it were just me, I would be okay, but I usually have my kid with me, so walking 5 minutes to the store doesn't. Yeah. Riding my bike into town. See, yeah, that's like my shopping is only half. Like I have a Walmart up here; it's like half a mile away, so I can walk, I can ride. I think that's the only thing that's nearby. I have a bunch of stores that I can't pronounce. But if I wanted to go somewhere cool, that's a little bit farther out. But I am getting a Costco here soon, which is going to be about, if it's a half mile there, so just about a mile away is going to be a Costco. So I can ride my bike with a backpack and bring back one thing at a time. I might do it though, just so I get some miles in on my bike. But I do wind up spending like $100 and something at Costco. But if I only go once a day to pick up one item and then ride back and forth, it's quite a bit of riding. So every month do a different theme for Kingmaker when promoting the book. Probably. I don't know if I could do anything Valentine's Day for it. Maybe. Well, I can't say anything because I want you to be surprised, but perhaps. So, is anyone else here? Hello, yes. Ron and Neo and KDC was here talking just a minute ago. What do you think of my cup? Huh? Halloween? Yeah. And my purple lights behind me. I think every week I'm going to add something new or add something more. So, a dark theme. Yeah. Dark Valentine's Day. But after I get done with Kingmaker, I'm going to, Kingmaker, then 7, and then the second book to Kingmaker is going to be after that. So, but I'll try not to take a year to publish it. But yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for uploading 3 videos last week. So, Michael Sweet Mug Hardcore, yeah, right. I love this mug. This is one of my favorite mugs, and I only use it once a year throughout October. I know I'm a little early, but I decided to say fuck it. And I put up all my Halloween decorations up a week or 2 weeks early, and yeah, so Okay, you're not helping, Shadow. Were you able to find an online creative writing class if you had the time? I haven't had the time to search them. I haven't yet. I've been working on some writing apps that we've been playing around with, like with Campfire. And I'm going to get another writing app for Inkitt so I can test it out because I want to do a review of those. And I'm trying to build a list of the best writing apps for authors. And the only way I want to do that is if I actually test them because I have morals and scruples. I can't call something the best if I've never used it. So some of these, YouTubers that want you to do that on a blog. I don't know. I just, if it works for you, that's fine. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to blow smoke up somebody's ass. So I need to use the apps to see if I like them. And so far, like I said, campfire writing is kind of cool. The payment thing is set up. It's different. You pay for modules instead of just a flat fee, so you can pay for what you use. Um, there's all kinds of really cool stuff to it. And when you highlight pieces of text, you can leave notes, which is what Sam's going to be doing for when I edit Despair. Hopefully, I can record it on Wednesday. But yeah, I've been working on finding new apps and tools for writing. Um, but yeah, finding courses, I think, is going to be one of the next few things. So May writing flowers, June barn theme for summer like a school dance, July fireworks, bloodshed. Oh, see, I just wrote a barn scene today. So for my next writing assignment, I have to take the POV of a demon hunter. It's definitely challenging. Not for me. But then again, I've been writing fantasy stuff for, Jesus, 25 years. I think my first novel was, or my first story was fantasy. Yeah. Anyway. I guess, well, I got nothing for August. Colorado Skies. There's a writing app. I can't remember what it is called, but it makes you write for 5 minutes. If you stop for any reason, it won't save. You got to write for 5 minutes straight before you can save it. It helps with just writing. Sounds kind of trollish. I ain't gonna let you save unless you 5 minutes. I mean, what are you gonna write 2 sentences? I don't know, I'm faster than that. So, on average, like the block of time I have for writing Kingmaker is I set aside an hour a day for this week. I don't know if an hour is going to be long enough, so I'm probably going to have to expand it. And I said that in the video today. I wrote 975 words in an hour. And that was going back and fixing some stuff too. It also depends on the scene. Sometimes you can just start cranking it out and it just, you get in the zone. Then there's times where you sit there and think, okay, does this make sense? Maybe I have to change this for this to make sense. I don't know, I'm trying to get into the mindset of just writing the first draft and we can go through and fix it afterwards. But the more it's, the more logical it flows right now, the less I have to fix later. But 5 minutes of writing, I don't know. I spend more, yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool idea. Of course, you know, if you set it for like an hour and then you're like at minute 58 you forget, that's a whole hour wasted. That would suck. So I don't know if I would use that, but yeah, I don't need any help writing. I need help with motivation to write. Once I start writing, I'm nonstop. Like when I work on a blog post or when I write Despair or Kingmaker, as soon as I sit down, if I can get myself to write the first 3 words, then it just goes. And I've actually, like I said, I've been doing really good. I've hit all my goals today, so I'm pretty excited. It may sound harsh, but it sounds like the app forces you to focus. That would help with writer's block. Maybe. I don't know. 5 minutes isn't a lot of time. Sometimes I take more than that just thinking about how I'm going to get the scene to flow right. If it works for you, that's great, but I don't think I'd use it. Like I said, though, as soon as I start writing, it's just a flow of consciousness. And it's like, I keep getting asked, well, what do you do for writer's block? And like, I don't get writer's block. It's, if I come to a spot where I'm like, I'm not sure how to go with this, then I read the previous paragraph and that gets me going again. I don't know. I don't have any tricks. I just, once I start writing, it's a flow. So there were times where I would write all night. I did, oh, it was a lot of words. That was the book that I threw away because of my ex. Oh, was she pissed? Small price to pay for the smitings of one's enemies. I can remember the gist of the story, so I could probably rewrite it, but um, we were fighting and I deleted it. But there was times where I was writing that where it was just, you get in the zone, 6, 7 hours go by and just like page after page. So I want to write my book, but I keep forgetting I have a book I'm writing until I'm busy. See, that's that's why I use Asana. I'll be doing the video on Wednesday for it. But with Asana, it acts as a checklist. And so I prioritize all the things I want to do throughout the day. So like number one priority is doing my Green Geeks work and doing my other clients' work. As soon as all their stuff is done, then I can start checking off my own stuff. So like my Buy Me a Coffee supporters, I write the blog post for that. And then I work on Kingmaker, and then I did the video, and then I did the blog post. Now I didn't even get the blog post finished, but I told myself I'm going to stop at 6. I need to get into the habit of 9 to 6. I'm done working. But with all of the blocks in a list, when I look at it, then I know that I have to do this, 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 and this. And so it works great for me. So I love Asana. Asana is probably one of the few brands that I would promote the shit out of if they give me a sponsorship. Because I love that tool. I've been using it for a few years now, and it's great. Especially like even the free version, you get like 15 people that you can join you. So you can build a small writing group for your blogs or business or whatever. And once you get to a certain point and get more than 15 users, then you can upgrade. And by then you should be making enough money to upgrade anyway. So, but yeah, the free version of it, great. I am sure you can set the timer. Michael did the timer on NaNoWriMo. Yes, I did. In fact, it scared the shit out of me. It made me jump because it did a ding and I wasn't prepared for it, and it was a human ding. It wasn't like a device ding. It was a human saying ding, and I about pissed my pants. So I'm like really deep in the story and I'm like typing away. And when you're writing horror, it doesn't take very much to trigger. So I'm writing and I hear the guy say ding, and yeah, my heart was pounding. Like, where the hell did that come from? And it took me the next time it said ding again, it sounded like it came from the computer. So I'm like, okay, I got to watch it this time. And so I finally figured it out after the third ding that it was NaNoWriMo that was doing it. So yeah, that first blast. Ooh. It sends shivers down my spine. Like, that's not funny. I've been thinking about learning Linux for real because it keeps coming up on my job searches. The only experience I have with Linux is naming a kid. Well, there's plenty of courses out there. I know that I think we have a couple of tutorials for Linux for using a secure socket shell, SSH, for accessing your website, but I don't think we have anything that you guys are going to want to use. But yeah, so aside from the apps, I've been looking for more things to broaden my horizons for content for the blog and for the YouTube channel. That's why I've been diving into apps and finding some cool stuff to try out. I am going to be setting up another thing for Vocal. In fact, I had a Vocal thing that was a floater task for today, but I didn't get to that point, so that's put on the back burner because it wasn't as important as everything else. So I will be getting some more Vocal content out, Hub Pages, and possibly Medium in the near future. Hopefully after, well, I don't know, because if I manage my day just right, that's one thing I love about Asana is I can move the blocks of time around and come up with a good strategy of what I want done for the day. And right now, this morning I had some things to change on the website, so I couldn't do very much then. I still gotta figure out how I want to manage doing Kingmaker and writing Despair at the same time because they're similar stories but on different platforms, and so I gotta remember which one I'm writing. I don't want to be sharing an episode on Despair and it winds up being part of a chapter of my book. So yeah, I've been doing more, is what it is. That's what getting things rolling again is. Part of that is I started feeling like I was running out of things to talk about. Like, there's only so much content I can do for Textbooker. I don't use Textbooker anymore, and all I've done this year is maintain the status quo. I haven't really gone beyond anything. It's just been kind of leveled off. And so recently I decided, let's get back into doing a lot of the stuff that started the channel in the first place by exploring some of the different apps and different plugins for WordPress and different things that I use for writing. And let's pull ourselves out of this funk. So that's what I've been doing this past week. And so far I've been ultra productive. I've come across a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm pretty excited for the next couple of months. So, and one of the things I've been trying is Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest is a keyword tool for blogging that everybody that I know loves it. I don't like it. It lacks a lot of stuff, and compared to like the free version of Rank Tracker, Ubersuggest is kind of meh. I mean, I would never pay money for it. I'd pay money for Rank Tracker before I buy Ubersuggest. I've been taking notes, and I'll be doing an article and possibly a video about Ubersuggest in the near future as a review. But I'm not impressed with it. Its competition tracking is kind of squiffy. You only get 3 searches on the free version, and if you're a serious blogger, 3 searches in a day is not enough. So I've been trying to stretch out those 3 searches every day and try to get the most out of it. And I did come up with a couple of ideas for blog posts in the future, but I just don't see it being worthwhile. So I think after Ubersuggest, I'll be doing SEMrush, and I've played around with SEMrush before, and I think SEMrush is superior to Ubersuggest. But yeah, so anyway, keep an eye out for that. It's going to be kind of a not necessarily shit talking, but I am going to point out what I don't like about it. That's why I don't have any sponsors. It's because I'm a bit of a dick. If something's broke, I'm gonna let you know. And that's how I talked myself out of a sponsorship a couple months ago, because their platform was all broke, and I told them that. It's like, I ain't gonna do a positive review on this because it doesn't work for shit. And you know, that's just who I am. Oh well. Got to use a new tool that sucked. Live and learn. The keyword difficulty score in Ubersuggest doesn't seem to be accurate. No, it doesn't. In fact, a lot of the keywords comparisons that it does for similar websites, you can get way more information just going to Google's AdWord Keyword Planner. It's free, and it'll show you everything people use to search. And I don't know, I just find Keyword Planner to be superior to Ubersuggest in multiple ways. But yeah, there's been times where I'm like, how the hell is this? One of the terms they had, I was looking up, like, there's no fucking way. So I looked it up in Google, and it was like way off. So I'm like, nah, I don't like it. And it's not necessarily because I'm not a big fan of Neil Patel. I don't like the way he writes. I don't like the way he delivers information. He's got some valuable information in there, but it's his delivery methods that I don't like. I don't know. I want to smack him every time he starts talking on a video. So I can't, I don't know. And the one sentence per paragraph thing just pisses me off to no end. I hate that shit. You don't need, and not every sentence needs its own paragraph. Ugh. Each their own. Everybody's different, I guess. I know you did a video for the cover for Freelancer's Tale, which was a lot of fun, by the way, that nobody watched. I love that. I loved making that video because I put the music from Clue in it. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making that video so much. I even put it on MichaelBrockbank.com's homepage, and people still don't watch it. So, like, it was a good video. I liked it a lot. Anyway, with Canva, have you thought about doing a video for thumbnails? For YouTube thumbnails? I did a video for cover for doing a video for thumbnails. So, like, well, when I did the cover for Freelancer's Tale, I did the video of how we went up to Lookout Mountain here in Colorado to take a picture for the cover. So, like a video on video thumbnails? I don't know. I know that the thumbnails that I use are often the end result of whatever I'm showing. So, like with what's a good example? Cache Enabler on WordPress. Thumbnails of that shows how auto-optimize will be maxed out, and then you can use the Cache Enabler to clear it. Or like when I'm setting up the Inkitt profile, I use the finished product for the thumbnail. So I'm not sure, because that would be an awful lot of work. If I do 3 videos a week, that would mean doing like 2 hours worth of video, cutting it down to a 5-10 minute video just for the thumbnail. So I don't know if I could do that. I gotta go. I'm going to head to bed early. Good night, love you. Good night, baby. Awesome job on getting your license, by the way. Sky is now a licensed driver, much to my stress. Yep. This is a great age to get to. But anywho, but yeah, so I'm doing stuff like that, Ron, where I'm picking new tools and doing reviews, comparisons, stuff like that. I plan on doing a major comparison between all the keyword tools that I use and showing where things excel the most. I don't know what to do with Ubersuggest. I mean, when you use the free version, you get like 20 keywords. I don't like it. Okay, I'm getting off of Ubersuggest. Fuck it. Anywho, yeah, just be careful. Be very careful. Yeah. The Fiat has airbags. I just don't want her to find them out. With her being on the other side of Colorado, it stresses me out. Anywho. So that's how I'm getting things rolling again. Mostly by popping my head out of my ass and getting back to what I built the channel and the blog around in the first place. Instead of just moping around and being plateaued, I'm gonna get back to doing some awesome shit. And I really like all the cool things that I've been coming across. So I really want to come up with $150 for Atticus. But for now, I like Campfire, and I want to try Plotter, and there's a couple other ones I've got listed somewhere. I think I have it in Asana, actually. That's another good thing about Asana. I can just jump in and put down bullet points of what I want to talk about, or what I want to research, or reference articles I want to check out. I'm telling you, I will like promote Asana till the day I die. I will push it. I will peddle your goods. Okay, so With it being 7:45, is there anything else anybody wants to chat about before we bust out the anxiety cards? Trying to think, like, there was a question that Neil asked earlier if I was going to do any more big changes with the channel. And I think the only changes I really want to make is doing more fun stuff like that. Like, I loved all the videos last week. Didn't take me 2 hours to make. They all took me just, let's see, Fridays took me about an hour, 70 minutes, I think is what it was. Wednesdays took me an hour flat. And Mondays, I think, took just over an hour. So, anyway, videos like that are so much easier for me to do, and I'm able to get them out at a reasonable time. So, I want to try keeping things a little bit shorter than normal, unless they come across, like Wednesdays is probably going to be a little bit longer because I am doing a tutorial on how to use the sauna. And so, that will be probably a 3-hour block of time. But I really enjoyed what I did Friday. Yeah, so I'm just excited about doing everything again. I'm like jazzed. I'm like, woo! Yay! I'm stupid excited. Also, guess I have a cup. But if there's anything that anybody wants me to check out or look at, you can leave it in the comments in the section or in chat. Or you can hit me up on social media on Twitter and Facebook, or use a contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. I did take a look at Lenny's website, and it was cool. It was nicely done. Unfortunately, Lenny's not here tonight, but I liked it. So his story kind of made me sad for him, but it was a good website. So last week's card was to take a bath. Soak and relax. Baths can help force you to slow down after the hustle and bustle of the day. And I do this anyway on a daily basis. I don't have a bath I can use, but I do love a hot shower. And I do meditate in my hot shower all the time. So, and it does help tremendously. Especially when you're sitting there, the hot water's just blasting off you. You focus on the sound of the water hitting your body. It's a zen moment. Okay, so the next one. Oh, I wish I knew the name of that song. I can't even remember how it goes. Sam and I were listening to it yesterday. Oh, damn it. Anyway, probably get copyright struck anyway if I did it. So anyway. Okay, so the next card is I will not worry about things that are out of my control. I say this all the time on Buy Me a Coffee. There's no sense in stressing out about things you have no control over. Same with the goals. When you make a goal, make your goals over things you have absolute control over. Like if you're making a goal for blogging, you can't say, well, I'm shooting for 2,000 visitors this month. You can't force anybody to read your content. It's better to focus on a goal such as I'm going to write X amount of words this month on my blog for a certain key phrase, which improves your chances of getting that traffic, but it's something you have control over. Trying to drive traffic, trying to make a certain amount of money, those aren't very viable goals in my opinion because you have no control over those. Now you can control the elements that lead to those, but you have no absolute control over those. So I think when you come up with goals like that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. But, so this comes along the lines of what I talk about all the time is not worry about things that you have no control over. So like earlier, Neo's car breaks down. She has to spend money. She could have used that money for other things, but it's out of her control. She had to fix the car. It's a necessity. There's no sense in worry about it. I don't think there's anything I worry about that I have no control over because I have control over everything in my life. Yeah. But, oh, Max, oh, Jesus, didn't you just go away? Yeah, 45 minutes ago. Fucking cat. Anyway, so yeah, it is a daily affirmation. So every day, tell yourself that I will not worry about things that are out of my control. And I'm a big proponent of that one. There's no sense in stressing over things that you really can't affect directly. So just remember there are things that you can do to improve certain things. Like, for instance, I was talking about traffic. Or, here's a good one, my YouTube channel. Over the past year, I have slowly lost impressions of all my videos to the point where it'll be sometime in 2030 that I get monetized. But that's okay because I know how AdSense works and it's not really worth it anyway. So, anywho, I have no control over that. I don't have any control over YouTube showing my videos directly to viewers. What I do have control over is how much content I produce, what kind of content I produce, and if I'm informative or entertaining enough. Those things I do have control over. So I can make goals and strategies to fix that. But I can't force YouTube to show my videos to anybody. So there's no sense in stressing out about that. Instead, I should focus more on making videos, which is what I did last week. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, that was 3 videos throughout the entire week. I haven't done that for a long time. So, anywho, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns before we wrap it up tonight? I'm pretty excited about the coming weeks. Like I said, I might have to increase my block of time for Kingmaker so I can get it done before Halloween. That's my biggest concern right now, is I want it done before October 31st so that I can start NaNoWriMo with rewriting 7. And so yeah, I'm hoping maybe I should, or I'm thinking I should probably increase the block of time on it. Because I came close to the goal. I was supposed to write 1,100 words. I wrote 975 in that hour. If I increase it to an hour and a half, it'll be more than enough time. That's not including any time I write in the afternoons or on the weekends. So if I crank out like 3 or 4 chapters over on Saturday, then I'm pretty much done with my book. So the blocks of time that I set aside are specifically for that, so I don't forget to write, and I do always get time in my book. So anywho, it's kind of quiet in the chat. The last message I got was Ron saying be careful the sky. But anyway, I guess we will wrap it up then if nobody has anything else to add. I was kind of hoping that could have went over a few more things from other people about how they did this week, but sounds like everybody had a shitty week. So, what happened? It happens. It's all good. Can't stress out about it. Just learn from it and move on. Sorry that my week was awesome and yours sucked. I guess I can't say that it completely sucked. I don't know what kind of week you had, so I don't have anything else to add. Nobody does. People just like to listen to me drone on. I mean, I could probably read, an IKEA manual, and y'all would be content. As long as I read it like this, I can pull out an IKEA manual. We won't do that, though. What are you doing, Dave? Oh, good night, everyone. Hope everyone has a great week. See you next Monday. See you Monday. Ron, have a great week. Be careful out there. I know that we have tornadoes heading, or not tornadoes, hurricanes heading closer to Florida, but y'all in Texas just have your wits about you. My week could have been worse, so I'm not complaining. It's your voice. You know how many times I've been told that? Like there was one chick when I first built my YouTube channel. It was some chick was like really flirty and really dirty with my voice. So it was kind of flattering. I haven't heard anything like that in a while. I haven't had anybody propose to me either in a long time. I'm kind of feeling left out. That's when I realize I need to get back into doing more, is because a lot of the cool stuff I used to take for granted, like scammers, I don't get them anymore, and it's making me feel bad. So when you start getting scammed every day, you know you made it big. Alrighty. Anyway, things could be worse, so I'm not complaining. Yes, I am keeping my eyes focused on the Gulf. Yeah, keep an eye out, people. It was going to be a 2, but it looks like it's gaining strength. So the only thing we have here is tornadoes and freak snowstorms. So be careful, y'all. Whoever's in the path of Ian, I think it is now. So, in fact, I think I have one of my writers is in Florida. So better tell him to keep his head down. Alrighty, let's wrap this up. For those of you who are watching after the live, I do have a book. It's available on Amazon. It's a freelancer's tale. It's the story about how I became a freelance writer, starting with content mills like Text Broker, into what I do today, and all while dealing with one of the worst depressions of my life. It's a story about hope and never giving up. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook format, and the link is in the description down below. In fact, my last video, I had it in there. So let's do something awesome. Let's do some awesome stuff. I'm like jazzed. I'm good to go. And yeah, I'm really excited to get Kingmaker done. Like after writing it today, that's all I want to do. I love when you get in when you get into that kind of groove and you don't want to stop. But if I don't, then I will never eat dinner. So you got to prioritize. Plug in. Have a good evening, everybody, and I will see you next Monday, unless you watch my videos for coming out this week. Make this week awesome, everyone. Yep, we're going to never give up.